Top of the top, a little early morning wisdom on this Wednesday morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Give yourself a shout out for waking up this morning. Before I go any further, let me send my most sincerest condolences out to the Collins family. Miss Collins passed away maybe like a week and a half ago. It's my homie Tiny C, my homie Dean, and my homie Baby C. Rest in peace, moms. I've been knowing Miss Collins since I was young. I should spend the night at their house with Baby C. Rest in peace. So I just want to send my condolences out to the family, and also Gary Tunstall Sr., another guy I've been knowing forever, way back when I was a kid. And when you on these channels and you mention one person, rest in peace, man, you give a shout out or you send your condolences. You feel bad because there's some people you missed out, and some people watch this like, damn, why you didn't shout my people out? You shouted them out. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, I know so many people is passing away these days, man. That's why I said call your mama, man. Call your pops, call your grandparents, call somebody in your family we haven't talked to in a long time. Just let them know that you thought about them, you thinking about them. That's important, man. Just take a moment to do that. And it's important that we do that because when we was younger, we was in the streets, we was being wild. We didn't do those type of things. Some people's out there in the streets and being wild right now. Y'all ain't doing these type of things. So if you watching this video, call your mama, man. Call your grandmama, call your pops, grandpops, or somebody. Call your kids. Just call them and say what up. Just call them and say, I was just thinking about you. Just let them know that you love them. You miss them. Because the way things is going these days, people is just falling off left and right. People's getting killed. People's dying. All this COVID stuff going on. This monkey pop stuff going on. It's just too much going on in the world to where a lot of us, most of us, do not take advantage of the opportunity. I remember my pops tell me this. When my pops told me this one day, he like, man, call your mama. Because he wished he could still call his mama, my grandma, my big mama, rest in peace. He said, I wish I can call my mama right now, man. So I always call. So I call my pops. I always tap in with him if I just send him a text. And my mama and my grandmama. I got one grandmama left. I make sure I tap in with her. And so should y'all. So on this Wednesday, I'm dropping some wisdom from a different perspective today. I want to share some with y'all to help y'all get y'all day going. I'm doing this because people then told me in the comments how they like waking up, seeing my videos, how I motivate them. So I'm glad to hear that. That means I'm doing something right. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, who's sharing this content. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm just being me. I'm just being real. I'm just delivering what's on my heart at the moment. Like right now, what I'm going to talk about is our past. So understand this: we cannot fix the past. We only can fix our future and where we're trying to go. We waste a lot of time trying to fix the past. A lot of times, y'all ever hear people that's always like, "I used to be this. I used to be this. I used to have this. I used to do this. I had that. I had squabbles like this. I used to knock niggas out back left and right. I done killed up a bunch of niggas." You got people who talk like that. That's all they talk about is the past. When you around somebody, that's all they talk about is the past. They'll never talk about the future of what they're doing now because a lot of times people that's talking about the past so much don't have nothing to date. That's all they got is the past. All they can do is tell you stories about back in the days. We used to be like this. Back in the days, I was like this. I had it like that. I did this. I did that. But you ain't got nothing to date. Where you trying to go? What's up with your future? Let's talk about your future. Where you trying to get to? We put so much energy in talking about the past. We talk more about the past than we talk about the future. Tell the truth. How much do y'all do that? Oh, I had the 5.0 on D's back in the days. I had the Nissan truck on D's back in the days. I had the Bug. I had a 6.4. I had this back in the days. You ain't got nothing now. So if you had it back then, why you don't got it now? You know why? Because we holding on to the past. And what I mean by that, for one, we reliving everything from the past. We just always talk about the past. We be around people like you run across homies you ain't seen in a long time. Whenever you see them, it's all they talk about the past. Oh, cuz back in the days, cuz we used to be like this, cuz we was all cuz back in the days, cuz. Like, yeah, yeah, right, yeah. You know what I mean? True. All right. But now what? That's all you got. That's all you have in common with some people is back in the days, is the past. Because that relationship between you and that individual has never grown. That person don't understand what's important about the future. and you steady dealing with that person, you're gonna be just like them because you're not focused on the future. You're just thinking about back in the days. Let's go get a 40, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's roll a joint. Like we used to do back in the days. Let's get some Church's chicken. Get that AP special we used to get back in the days. Let's stay with back in the days on everything. But see, it's cool to talk about back in the day sometime, especially if you're on YouTube and you're putting your story out there, you sharing your stories. But if that's all you got to talk about, that's bad. You gotta think what's ahead. That's going backwards. When all you talk about is stuff that way, that's behind me. Let's talk about the stuff in front of me. Let's talk about the stuff that's right here in front of you today. Not so much as that back there. It's cool sometimes, but not all the time. If that's your only conversation with me, bro, man, we gotta fix that. I mean, we gotta fix that. We gotta figure out how can we go forward. Let's create some new memories. Let's create some new stories about today, about what we're trying to accomplish, what it's going to take for us to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Let's talk about that. That's what I'm saying. Old ways, bad habits. We got too many old ways. That's bad habits. And we're holding on to those old ways, those bad habits. A lot of y'all, a lot of us, we go in relationships and the relationships don't work because we holding on to the past. Not so much as holding on to people from the past, but more so our ways from the past. You gotta let them ways go in order to grow. You have to. We can't fix the past. You gotta let the past be the past and fix the future, fix what's in front of you today. Fix that. That right there in front of you right now, fix that. Because you can't fix that back there. Fix what's in front of you today. Fix your plan that's in front of you today. Because you got to have a plan on where you're trying to get to. Fix what's able to be fixed. You cannot fix what's gone. You can't do it, y'all. So just think about that shit. You know what I mean? Just think. A lot of times in life, we trying to figure things out. We got to understand three things. We understand how to assess, how to decide, and how to divide. You understand those three things. You got to understand how to assess the situation that you're in right now. Whatever situation, whatever storm you're in, assess it. Figure it out. Then you got to decide how you gonna get up out of there. How you gonna move forward. Then you got to be able to divide. And you got to be able to separate yourself from the past. Let the past be the past and stay focused on where you're trying to get to. It's too much going on out here. It's too much success. It's too much wealth. It's too much life to be living out here. You free. Give yourself a round of applause for just waking up this morning. Give yourself a shout out for just waking up this morning, for even taking time to listen to this video right now. Because you're breathing. A lot of people didn't wake up. A lot of people's not breathing. Oh yeah, by the way, get that life insurance policy too. Don't waste no time with that. I'm still on that, y'all. I'm still on that. But people, just know, we spend too much time talking about the past, reliving the past, trying to fix the past, trying to correct some things we did in the past. If you didn't do it right in the past, so what? It's gone, bro. It's what you're going to do now. If your game was weak in the past, let that shit go. Tighten your game up. Don't play the same game you played back in the 80s or in the 90s or in the early 2000s and 2022. Don't play that game. Leave that shit out of here. Leave that old triangle offense way back then. That shit is outdated. Come on now. Step the game up. The future. Crips and Bloods. Southsiders. My Tongan homies, which is Crips and Bloods and Samoans and all the rest of y'all. We got to stop living in the past. We can't fix what we already did. That's done and over with. All we can do is move forward and figure things out for the next level and do better. Once you know better, you're supposed to do better. Do better. We have to, y'all. We got to make changes for ourselves. We want more out of life. Well, in order to get more out of life, we got to put in more out of life. We got to put in more to get more. And in doing so, we got to know how to separate, which goes back to this divide, this sit up. Separate the past from the future. Be sure to hit that thank you button right down here, right there by the thumbs up, the little thank you with the heart, with the dollar sign. I appreciate that. Show brothers some love. Have a good one. Peace.